What's up, people? Welcome to another Fresh Take Anime Edition special. I got with me the usual suspects. Andre, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just I was most over that ending there, and how happy I was about some parts of it, and maybe not so about others, but it was pretty good.
All right, and Shep.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Just doing our thing. Oh, by the way, warning, if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen the last two episodes, there's going to be spoilers. Actually, if you haven't seen the series, there's going to be spoilers. So you better pause this video now.
I'm glad you brought that up. If you have not watched Dragon Ball Super, by this point, that's your business. Secondly, this is going to be spoiler filled. So this is spoiler filled. So that's your warning.
Yeah.
So if you don't want
to underway in a bunch.
Yeah.
If you don't want spoilers, please take a seat. If you're just watching the dub and you don't want to be spoiled about the end, you might want to jump off.
Yeah, because I've been
building. That's not nice.
Yeah, and the dub. I think the dub is in the Goku Black Art. So we're gonna be talking about. Yeah, the majority of this is going to be the Tournament of Power. Yeah. The majority of this is going to be the Tournament of Power, which is the arc after the Goku Black stuff. So just know that there's going to be spoilers. All right. So starting this off, we have the final conclusion to the Tournament of Power, in which we got pretty much a free-for-all. It's a 3-on-1, Goku, Frieza, and 17 versus Jiren. Now, let's be honest, Dragon Ball is probably the most predictable series of all time.
For the most part, yeah.
But what they excel at is doing stuff while you know what's going to happen. You don't exactly know what you think's going to happen.
Yeah, how?
No, I will admit, I ain't gonna lie. I did not expect to see 17 stand up. That just
yeah, I thought he was going, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know Frieza was lurking. But
everybody knew he was lurking. Everybody knew he was lurking because he kept getting smacked around and knocked other
I mean, Frieza was taking the Tony Stark hits to the head. So,
but then he was getting back up though. Like Toppo knocked him out once. Jiren knocked him out at least 4 times. 4.
Yeah.
He still kept getting back up and coming back. Like, man, you just don't know when to stay down, do you?
He wanted Goku to keep his promise and revive him. So.
But Goku didn't even have to keep that promise.
Well, yeah. Goku being Goku. But I will say this, I did not expect Jiren to be as badass as Jiren was, because even with power, Jiren was still a powerhouse.
Dude, yeah, he didn't power up for most of that time, and he was just wrecking people.
Yeah. So, especially in this last episode, in the conclusion, you're like, okay, it's 3-on-1. There's no way, and you still looking to see if Jiren still has a shot of beating all 3 of them.
Yeah, he is wiped out, and he's still holding all 3 back.
Yeah.
Well, he did briefly power up and almost like knocked out 17 and Frieza until Goku showed up and saved they behinds again.
Yeah.
Barely. Again.
Look, he was struggling to do that. Like
But at least they made it realistic this time. Because, I was kind of expecting at one point to be seeing powered up fully. I'm like, okay, come on. That's just
no. Like, I expected he was going. When he did that, I was like, please don't go blue again.
Yeah.
I was like,
please don't go blue again.
I was glad that he was in regular form and he was hurting.
I will say, like, seeing him and Frieza rush Jiren to just pretty much push him out the stage together, and he was flickering, going between Super Saiyan and base. I thought that was cool.
That was cool. I love it. They paid a tribute to...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, it's kind of like a tribute to the relation. Oh, sorry.
We gotta stop talking.
After you. No, seriously, I said after you. Go ahead.
Okay. But it's like the bad thing. The thing is, he was just trying to push himself, and he couldn't transform. It's just he got the golden glow for a moment, kind of looking like a false Super Saiyan, like he was fighting a slug Lord Slug in that movie, which I kind of found that to be entertaining. Like he was pushing Super Saiyan power in base form. So I mean, hey, I wonder how much of a multiplier that one was. I'm thinking about it. But whatever.
Multipliers.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that anymore.
Well, I know like the killer of all killers was the whole the 17 thing, because if I'm gonna be completely honest, I like when they had it where a couple episodes back where 17 sacrificed himself. I thought that was that was something I didn't see coming, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I kind of I was scratching my head when he came back. I'm like,
yeah, actually, I kind of want to figure out how he survived too. Actually, to be honest,
because I'm like, I'm like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But
I mean, but then again, we have Vegeta do the exact same thing the episode before that to take out Toto. So I'm like,
yeah.
Look, like you got people self-destructing and they live through it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was weird, but I guess it worked, because at the end of it all, it was 17 was the last person on the stage, and him being the last person on the stage, you would think that he was gonna go through. You didn't know what wish he was gonna make, but he did the honorable thing and wished for all the universes that were erased to be restored. Come to find out that if anybody had made a selfish wish, the Xenos was gonna erase everything anyway.
So it makes it actually very nice that Jiren didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically all or nothing. Either everybody comes back or they're all gone. There was not going to be just one winner. There was either everybody or nothing. I was like, oh, that was... I kind of like that, actually. It kind of makes sense.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that I'm thinking about. We had Goku look like the bad guy the whole arc to everybody else. But we know if he was the one that won, he would have made the same type of wish.
Yeah, he would have.
So, so looking at that, Jiren would have won. He would have made a selfish wish for probably absolute power, so he could go ahead and take out the dude that basically ruined his life. So, if either way you look at it, Goku's the good guy in this situation. Even though Jiren wasn't the evil one, he was the bad guy in this situation.
Are you ready?
The reality is that pretty much it had to be either 17 or Goku, or his son Gohan, because 99% chances everybody else would have just wished for something selfish.
Well,
there'd been no more anything.
Technically a selfish wish, because he would have only wished back to Universe 6. It wouldn't have been a selfish wish, but it wouldn't have been the all-encompassing, heartfelt wish that everybody else could have done.
Well, it kind of is a selfish wish to some extent. I mean, it may have benevolence to it, but it's sayings, so it is kind of still selfish. He made it blatant. He didn't describe what type of selfishness. He just said if it was a selfish wish, he'd erase everything.
That is true. That is definitely true.
And we are all glad that Beerus ran over and shut Goku's mouth when they said what was next.
For real.
Like, look, Zeno started asking him questions, and he's like, "No, let's get that." Look, it wasn't just Beerus. It was Beerus and Shin. Both of them ran over. Like, nah.
They were like, "You don't get to talk no more."
No, let's go back to Earth.
It was just the situation.
That's part of Goku's charm.
He's like, bro, he's like, man, your idea put us in this situation. Don't say nothing else. I need you to give him no more.
And I'm like, the Xenos was asking innocently because once again, Goku is their homeboy, so they were gonna do whatever he said. And you know what Goku was about to say?
He was like, look, can we have another tournament?
So yeah, I don't blame Beerus and Shin. I really don't. They make it where you kind of have to like Goku to enjoy the series, because Goku's so stupid. Because I ain't gonna call him naive. He flat out dumb.
He's dumb in a logical sense, but he's intelligent when it comes down to fighting.
Yeah.
He banged the crap out of his head when he was a kid, right? He's autistic because there's people who like they're very intelligent in many different ways, but they just can't function. He's socially autistic. When it comes to people, he's a complete and utter. I know I can't say this in the year 2018, but
No, you
retard.
I mean, he's even. I mean, dude, it's bad when people say Piccolo is a better dad than he is.
Yeah, and that is common.
And it's
you can
true.
go to thousands of different websites, and almost every single fan will say, "Yeah, Goku's just the sperm donor. The real dad is Piccolo."
It's so funny to that when you play Dragon Ball Fighters, there are a couple
they make references
where they bring it up, and Goku agrees.
Goku's like, I ain't gonna lie, the truth. I mean, Piccolo kind of raised him. I mean, I can't say.
Like what the? And you sit there and think about it, you're like, damn, that is the truth.
Look, Goku is well aware of the situation. He ain't gonna lie to you about it.
So that's the thing. So, all right, Tournament of Power is now over. Who is? We already know who our MVP is, but I have a little sidebar to that MVP. But unanimously 17, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why That's why even though we were confused about him not dying, him winning it kind of felt right.
Now, here's the thing that I want to say about the MVP. If 17 would have stayed dead, my MVP was Master Roshi.
I can see that. I mean, I don't agree, but I see that.
Because
I can see why.
Because when you think of Master Roshi, damn near took out an entire universe by himself.
Yeah, that's true.
And he ain't supposed to be that strong, that power. Not as far as power is concerned.
Let's give him the above and beyond medal.
Yeah,
he went above and beyond of what we thought he was capable of.
Yeah, cause I was like,
he
okay, definitely take one or two people out, you know, because he's older, and even though he's a great fighter, he's still older.
Yeah. And now that we're doing that, I want to put a special award for Krillin for being the biggest disappointment. I expected him to do what Master Roshi did.
Nah, I wouldn't even call Krillin a disappointment because he took out at least 4 people.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest disappointment to me was Tien.
Tien is my biggest disappointment.
Good. Well, yeah, no, I kind of expected him. I mean, I was hoping for more, but I kind of expected him to kind of not do much of anything. Krillin, though, I was ready to see him trick a bunch of people and kick some butt. Not raw power, just being slick.
Yeah. The problem is with Tien is he was built up. He was built up before to be this prodigy that can do damn near anything, and then they just watered him down. It's like it's like he was a full bottle of soda. They dumped half out and dumped water in.
Dragon Ball Z for him was a disappointment. Him and Yamcha, they both went down the tubes.
Yeah.
Well, Yamcha especially. Look,
well, Yamcha was kind of expected, but
Yamcha didn't even get. That's how.
Yeah.
Look, at least Tien made the team. He might have been the worst player there, but at least he made the team. Yamcha didn't even make the team.
And they made a show Yamcha being like, "Oh, so this is how I act when they finally come ask me." What did I come and ask you?
He wasn't even considered for bench warming.
Yeah.
So this is like it's like the baseball episode should have told people something. He withstood a blast between Beerus and Champa. He survived it. So he won the game. He has to be a lot stronger than people think he is, but they didn't even consider him.
Yeah. Which is the sad part.
That's the bad thing is he was excited to go.
Yeah. But I will say, as far as Krillin thing's concerned, I liked what they did with Krillin in that fight when him and 18 teamed up, because Krillin, as much as people make fun of Krillin, if you go back and watch like what he did to Gohan and how he withstood Kamehameha from Goku Blue, he shouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, the Gohan thing, I do think he should have been able to do. The blue thing,
the Goku Blue, he shouldn't have been able to do.
nah.
No, the Goku Blue. That's why I think he didn't put as much power as he looked like he did.
No, but
So the
you gotta
Goku
think
Blue
about it though.
Kamehameha.
The transformation still boosts his power.
Yeah.
From,
He shouldn't have been
That's true.
able
I
to
think base power. Yeah.
so even okay, let's put it this way: even if Goku is using a tenth of his power and then powered up to blue, that's still a tenth of his power multiplied thousands of times.
True. True. So even holding back, it should still be ridiculously powerful.
Yes.
and that's the thing. Like he not only did Krillin stop it, he was pushing it back. And
Like I said,
Goku actually had
that-
to exert force.
And that's the only reason why I was disappointed in Krillin, because the way he did that, I was like, yes, Krillin's coming back. Let's see what happens. And he still held his own, but I was like, I don't know, him and Piccolo. I was expecting more from both of them. Don't get me wrong, Piccolo did his thing. I was hoping for transformation personally, but I knew that was happening. That wasn't happening during the tournament. I already knew that, but I was hoping otherwise.
But I mean, the Piccolo thing, I'll get into it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But Krillin, with Krillin, him pushing back on Goku Blue. Granted, he was going to collapse while he was doing it. He did it.
Yeah, and
He
that
still did
right
it.
there alone shows that Krillin is at least strong enough to go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan 3.
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that.
I said toe-to-toe, I didn't say win. I said
No.
toe-to-toe.
I wouldn't say he'd go toe to toe because I still think he'd get the crap wrecked out of him. But he probably could deal with a 2. He could probably deal with a level 2.
Oh, he can deal with
definitely
level
do it,
2.
Come on, dude.
He
He's
can
been
deal
able
with
to
level
do it
2
too.
because
Don't
didn't like
insult him.
in the Boo series they were like because Krillin is still the strongest human on Earth.
He is.
He's still the
They've said it
strongest
multiple
pure-blooded
times.
human on Earth. And I remember during the Boo series they were like his power rivaled a base Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Then
That was
so
it.
I think he can.
And he's way stronger now.
Yeah, so I can say he can hang with a 2. Now 3, I don't know.
I don't think he'll win against a 3, but I think he'll give 3 a run for his money.
Yeah,
2, I think he can
Depending
take on a
on,
2.
I guess it depends.
I think he can take on a 2 and win.
in a
I
tournament
think- I
like this, yes. In a tournament where there are rules, yes. If they're talking like Fate of the World, we got to fight to the death, no.
No.
But
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, Krillin. Yeah.
but
It
a
ain't-
tournament,
that
like
point-
a tournament with rules, like this one had, oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah. But at that point, I would say he'd be at the level of a mastered Super Saiyan 1 at that point. If we're talking about Fate of the World, he's mastered Super Saiyan 1 area.
Yeah, and like him going past his limit would be him going into that Super Saiyan 2 level, with him going past his limit. But I liked, even though like I said, it was like what is it, an episode and a half of Krillin, pretty much of them showing Krillin. I like because he took out what it was, 4 people.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the first
it's
elimination.
different.
First elimination was team up elimination. The second one, I think, was also a team up was with Master Roshi.
Yeah,
And the fourth he did by the third one was with Android 18, and the fourth one he did by himself.
yeah, because the 4th one was the blind dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why I'm like, okay, I just wish they stopped doing that to Krillin. I really wish they stopped doing that because it's not
They
funny.
need to show,
And on top
they
of
need
that,
to show they tougher than they putting them out to be.
yeah, because you can't show him like being as strong, and then you immediately do something like trying to say he's still comic relief. It
Yeah.
work like that.
And now Tien, this whole time, even in the recruitment arc, they showed him as fodder, which I was mad about. Like, there's no way even a possessed, powered up Roshi should have beat him. Shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
Yeah, because he's too intelligent, too skilled, and he never stopped training. He should have been way stronger.
He never stopped training, and he's running his own school now. But you think, okay, this is a master as far as his techniques. He's a master class
He's
character.
master class easily.
Like, there's no reason he should
me how
lost.
strong you are.
He's younger, faster, stronger. He should not have lost.
I agree.
For real.
I completely agree because that was one of the things. Okay,
So jump in and have to take over and shit. Like, nah, that
was kind of weird overall. So, okay, let's do this. So, since Dragon Ball Super is ending for going on,
hold up, man, hold on. We didn't give our MVPs that besides 817.
Oh, okay.
I want to do this right. So, but obviously, mine would be the other blue-haired Saiyan, Vegeta.
Okay.
I mean, look, you guys, like this man stood his ground, didn't give up anything of who he was. Said, forget about Ultra Instinct and powered up on his own, and then powered up and be the god of destruction class character. And didn't give up his pride or morals. And on top of that, he stood up to Jiren while he had no power left, and he was the only one fighting him. He didn't have backup like Goku did. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You ready?
All right.
I will say my respect for him has gone up. As time goes on, my respect for Vegeta continues to grow. Because at one point I was starting to be like,
Man, I was just getting tired in this Goku.
It's like, yo, Vegeta's not a good look, bro. You're supposed to be a talented, elite class Saiyan. You've been training forever. You know, you got the experience, you got the skill, you've been all over. You never stop training either. And you got this dude just kind of fly straight past you and stay ahead of you. By a large margin. There's a lot more to that, but I'll leave that alone right now.
All right, who's yours, Shep? Who's your MVP besides 17?
Well, you see, the thing is, I was gonna say Gohan simply because I wouldn't say, like, as a fighter, I'm still disappointed in him, but as a team leader, I gotta give him props. He tried really hard to make things happen. He dropped the ball, truthfully, but he tried.
That's not an easy task with that team.
Yeah, as I say, considering that team, I won't quite give him an MVP, but I can't think of anything else at the moment. I'm just giving a tip to the hat for the attempt that Gohan did. Not for him fighting, but for him trying to lead and help everybody else. Trying to run support and, you know, distract certain enemies and fight and all that good stuff. I gotta give him an A for effort. Well, B plus, B minus. No, considering that crew, B plus.
Okay, all right. That's one way.
Can't give him an A. Can't give him an A. Can't give him an A.
No,
I was hoping for him to.
That's because of that team, though. He got like 5 hotheads on that team. He wasn't gonna have no help with that anyway. But okay, I can see that. So Dragon Ball Super, like I said, is going on hiatus till well, we don't know when. Some reports say January, some say March. I don't know, but they're on hiatus so they can work on the film. We all know that. So overall, what would you give Dragon Ball Super overall as a whole? Me personally, outside of the first 2 arcs, which were basically expanded rehashes of the movies. Because at first I'm not gonna lie, the first 30 episodes I was like, this is boring. You know, getting on my nerves because I already seen the movies and the movies are better. But once it got to the 6 and 7 tournament, I was intrigued and then I started watching every episode. So what would you give it as a whole, Shelton?
I have to more or less concur with you, and then of course throw in my opinion, as in, I like. It started off kind of meh, because I'm like, alright, we're just rehashing the movies, blah blah blah, let's do some new stuff. But once they actually got into the series, I noticed they brought martial arts back. They brought training of character, like characterization came back. Like we actually got to see more of each, well, not each person, but we saw the characters and what made them tick. Because like it feel like Dragon Ball Z, power up, power up, okay, move on, power up, move on. Now you can actually see an explanation behind why each character does what and how they go about it. I especially love the way Wiz looked at both Goku and Vegeta and just call him out completely. And it took him less than like what, a couple of minutes of that.
Yeah.
And it was like I like seeing that because I was getting, as much as I enjoyed the series, I was getting bored. Everybody's just powering up and shooting blasts. It was nice to see martial arts come back and a technique come back, and actual, characterizations of the different characters. Like, oh wow, they actually have something worth. I don't know. It's hard to explain, to be honest with you, because I'm really, really tired. But I think you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get it. Because I'm glad they went back to the tournament format. Like, most of the stuff happened in tournaments, and like the Goku Black arc with Future Trunks, that was more like kind of like a Dragon Ball Z-ish type arc.
Yep.
But Tournament of Power and the Universe 6 versus Universe 7, that brought back the actual tournaments. And
thanks for bringing that up. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it brought back tournaments, so you got to see more fighting and skill, and actually, like, okay, you actually have to have skill to fight these fights. Like, this ain't no fate of the world is on the line.
You just blasting until somebody eventually drops.
Yeah, this is like, okay, this ain't no superhero blockbuster movie. This is okay. This is the actual fight with rules.
Yeah, you actually have to think.
Yeah, so just because you all powerful don't mean you can't lose.
Exactly. And that's one thing. Another thing that I like about Super, it felt like they took the original Dragon Ball and they took Dragon Ball Z and merged it and created something new from that.
Yeah.
It felt like an actual, genuine, improved continuation of the series. At least to me, then. I'm not giving it the highest ratings, but I would do a tip to the hat. I'd give them an 8 out of 10.
I can see that. I was going more like 8.5, 9 out of 10 because after, like I said, after they redo Resurrection F, it gets good.
Yeah, you know what?
Real good.
I'll do an 8.8. 8.8. I can't give them a 9, but it is reaching to a 9.
Yeah, because once it does that and they start introducing new characters like Kaba, Hit, Jiren, Toppa, you started seeing these new characters, how they interact and everything. Probably for Kale, it's actually like, okay, I can rock with this.
And you actually give them real personality. They're not just these wooden cardboard cutout characters. They actually, you could see, okay, this one's trying to prove themselves because of this. This one's doing this because of this.
Yeah. So I had to give him a look like we lost Andre. So if he comes back, we'll ask him his viewpoint. But the last thing I want to do before we get out of here is their top 5 fights in Dragon Ball Super. And I have my personal favorites. And I'm going to start 5 to 1. I'm going to go 5 to 1.
Okay.
5, Vegeta versus Kaba from that Universe 6 and 7 arc.
Okay.
I like that fight.
I can see that.
That one was where Kaba... I like Kaba as a character, and we got to see Vegeta, despite how tough Vegeta always try to act, he do care when it comes to Saiyans.
Yeah, he actually cares about his people.
Yeah.
Which is why Kakarot pisses him off so much.
Yeah. Because man. And sometimes, I'm sorry, I think Goku be trolling Vegeta sometimes.
Oh, I feel that way too, man. I'm like, he's not completely retarded. He just chooses to be. Yeah, I know he knows some of the stuff he does.
Yeah, he doing it on purpose. My second favorite fight was 18 versus Ribrianne for the simple fact, in the Tournament of Power, for the simple fact that I was getting sick and tired of Ribrianne, and Ribrianne made a comment about Krillin, and 18 hauled off and beat the crap out of her.
Not only that, I love that too. I won't put it in my top 5, but I'll give it an honorable mention because I love how she turned around the love thing on her and showed her what real love is, not your superficial, you think you love. No, I love this man and you disrespected him right in front of me, in front of everybody. And now you're going to pay.
And you're going to pay for it.
And not only that, I'm going to use that love to kick your ass.
Yeah. Which is exactly what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Third
it's a
on my list,
long ways
Goku
from
versus Hit from
Cell
that Universe 6 and 7 arc.
Oh yeah.
That fight was now. Some people say, "Well, the Vegeta Hit fight." Nah, Goku and Hit because to me,
the perfect organism.
that fight, Goku never stood a chance,
Aw, try not to be too hard on him.
and
He
he
did
still
try his
found a
best
way
after
to make
all.
Hit like
Sadly, no
respect.
amount of effort can make him understand that he was weak.
And I got to give Goku
Speaking
props
of
on that one.
which,
Plus,
you
I just
have
like the
that
fact that
special
like
yourself.
how Goku
You can
would just
actually
figure out
crack
a
a joke. I
way
see
to
your
counter
programming
and
does
work.
extend beyond
Find a way
thinking
Yeah,
that
I,
I will have you
I love
know,
when he actually
don't
uses his
pig out.
brain. When Goku uses his brain, he can do some amazing things.
Yeah, and this
Now that
fight,
we're
I'm like,
clear,
this
I'm
fight's
gonna
just
get back
good.
to
So
you now.
that's my
One
third
moment,
one.
scratch
Second
that.
one is
Your
Vegeta
jokes are
versus
horrible.
Goku Black.
You'll
The
just
second time they
have to
fought
watch out them in
toward the end of the Goku Black arc. The second time they go to the future, and Vegeta basically wrecks Goku Black for one, killing Future
Such
Bulma,
a letdown.
two,
Mm.
for beating the crap out of his son and pretty much scaring him,
Time
and three,
to
for having the audacity to take Kakarot's body and think he's better than him.
Okay, I
I'm
can see
like,
that.
okay, dude. Because it was at that point that you realize, like, okay, dude, you messed up when you took Goku's body. You should have never took Goku's body.
You just, yeah, I was like, you picked the wrong person because that just gives extra fuel for him.
Yeah.
That's
And
extra
now-
motivation for
and now
Vegeta.
Vegeta don't have to feel bad about it because he ain't got to explain nothing to Chi-Chi or Goten. He just gets to beat the crap out of you. So
Yep, you just gave him a free pass.
yeah, so I enjoyed that. And of course, my number one fight. This is hands down probably one of my favorite fights in the whole Dragon Ball series. Goku versus Jiren.
Oh yeah.
If that ain't your top
Then
fight, I don't.
try.
That has to be your top fight. I'm sorry. The way they did that fight from when they first went at it in episode 19 and 110 to when they actually got back and fought these last 3 episodes, man. Yeah. Goku versus Jiren.
They dragged it out, but the
Goku
progression
lost.
was nice.
Goku won, but Goku lost.
Yeah.
I mean, dude is just Jiren is the truth. So
If Frieza didn't help, he would have lost. So
Yeah.
he lost by default.
basically, yeah. So do you have a top 5 fights for Dragon Ball Super?
Not really, to be honest, but I could throw 5 of my favorite fights,
Alright, go for it.
which is similar. Like I said, I'm sorry, dude. I'm buffering hard today.
Alright.
I'm probably gonna try to take a nap after this video call. All right, 5, and only because I used to be a hardcore Trunks fan. You already know which fight I'm gonna talk about.
Yep.
My only issue is that energy sword was kind of cheesy. I mean, it was badass, but it was cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta admit, that pseudo god mode, I had mixed feelings. I loved that he achieved it, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, that's a cheat, dude. He never did 3. He never did any type. He just jumped straight to this pseudo blue form. I mean, I know they try to explain it away that he used everybody's energy, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
I love the way he handed it to him. That was so beautiful. I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but one of my favorite moments of Super was when Goku actually got mad for real against Goku Black.
Oh, when he was bragging about killing Chi-Chi and Goten.
Yeah, and he just started wrecking him, and I love that beautiful moment where he just instant transmission just backhanded him. I was like, oh, that was beautiful. That was, I wouldn't call it a fight, but that was a beautiful moment for me personally. Kind of like that moment where he's like, how dare you touch my Bulma? And he's like, shh. But he kind of topped that since the series was going on. Vegeta, several battles with Vegeta. I love his progression as a character during this super series. I gotta put the same fight simply because I just love when someone, like, I guess you could say, insult Vegeta's honor, and he actually comes back with a legit rebuttal. Granted with his fist, but hey,
Yeah.
it was still nice to see. I like seeing him redirect and kick some ass. Let's see what else. During fights of default, I'm not even gonna. You already covered that. That was a beautiful fight. I love seeing the progress, even though it was dragged out forever. Of the Ultra Instinct and how Goku gained Jiren's respect. He just thought they were all gnats, and he found out actually you're dealing with some Saiyans. Here's the universal rule: if you're gonna fight a Saiyan, go all out and wreck them one time. Do not give them a chance to grow, because they will destroy you later.
Do not knock them out and then leave them there and turn your back and start posing like you Fabio.
No, you straight up wreck them, completely wreck them, and get rid of them.
I can't read your power.
They will get up,
What is this overwhelming
and they
pressure?
will beat you, and they will beat you down.
Because they explained in Dragon Ball Z, they come back 3 times stronger.
Yep. What's it called? Not the Senku, I forgot the term. The Japanese term. But yeah, the term that basically explains when, especially, and the worse you beat them, the stronger they become. Basically, every time you beat a Saiyan, they come back at least double to triple times stronger. And the worse the beating is, the stronger they come back. Which I find is a cheat, but still cool.
Well, I mean, because it's an easy way to explain stuff, because when we first meet Jiren, of course, Goku can't even touch him. By the end of the arc, by the end of the tournament, Goku is in Super and is actually punching him and staying with him. Because he kept beating him, he kept fighting, and people kept letting him, get back up. They didn't kick him, they didn't throw him off the stage.
Yeah, he had multiple times to recover.
Yeah.
So he got his butt kicked, recovered, got a little bit stronger. Got his butt kicked again, he recovered, got a little bit stronger. You do that a couple dozen times, you better be strong by the end.
Yeah. And in the case with Jiren, even with all that, he still wasn't strong enough. Like, jeez.
Yeah, yo, Jiren's broken. Like, I kind of want to see how they interact in the future.
Yeah.
And even though, go ahead.
The thing about it is the way it ended with him saying that Goku was like, I want to see you again, and Jiren kind of reciprocated that a little bit. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, bruh, the only way I can see y'all like meeting up again is if y'all take out that dude that scarred you.
Just because you fought alongside.
Yeah, there's no real reason. Well, actually, no, this is Goku. He'll visit just because. He's like, hey, Zeno-sama, I want to go see Jiren. I want to fight him. Okay. But what was I going to say? Ultra Instinct, Jiren, power levels. Crap. It slipped my mind. Damn it. What were we talking about on describing him powering up, fighting Jiren? You said something that triggered what I wanted to say, but then I got my brain.
Oh, I got sidestep.
Yeah, it did a sidestep on me. I'm like, dude, come back, where'd you go? Fighting, characterizations, character development. I'm hoping that because of what they did, we're going to see them probably, even though it's going to be cheesy, visiting the different universes. They got to find a reason for it, though. I'm not sure what that reason is going to be. It's not like they could look for the Super Dragon Balls. They're not in that universe. It's between 6 and 7. Whereas there's other Dragon Ball Supers. Oh god, that might be a little too much. No, it has to be that because they need Namekians to make a Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Are you
gotta need it.
Okay.
Cheetah?
Yeah,
Well,
so it has to be only 6 and 7. Go ahead.
I will say this though. I think like as far as like visiting other universes, I think it's gonna be relatively easy to do because Vegeta already had cleared it with Wisdom, so he could go see Universe 6 Planet Solana, and Kappa was gonna show him around. So I think like if they wanted to do an arc, that would probably be a good place to do one. Because of course Goku's gonna tag along just because Goku's gonna be annoying the hell out of Vegeta the whole time. So
want to know more about was it Kale? I want to know more about Kale's transformation.
yeah, and
I want to see what the explanation behind that is.
and we already know that Caulifla is pretty much Goku's protege. So I can't wait for Chi-Chi to meet her. That's gonna be hilarious.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. That's gonna be
I also like that they explain that Saiyans have to have a very blunt, like aggressive woman. Because everybody's like, why did you two pick them? Because we're Saiyans and we like our women that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny, but it's funny, but it's actually when you see like when you go to planets and you see it, you're like, okay, I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually get it because you see how Caulifla be treating Kaba.
Mm-hmm.
Why Kale got mad? Kale got pissed the hell off at Kaba, and Kaba was like, "Man, I ain't even do nothing."
I was like, I didn't do a single thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was funny though.
That's how Saiyan women act toward the men they like. They pretty much are abusive. I mean, I don't know even what to say.
Isn't that another form of love?
I mean, I don't know, but especially nowadays, you can't really say that. But I mean, like in the anime world, it's kind of played off as a joke because Vegeta and Goku are two of the most powerful beings in the series, and if
two of the weakest women,
it's scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
like, Chi-Chi can't even handle a Super Saiyan, far less a Super Saiyan God. But let her give him the wrong look with especially a ladle in her hand. Goku's gonna immediately stop everything he's doing and start apologizing.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. It makes it. It's done for laughs. I know it's done for laughs, but like there've been times where like Chi-Chi will put Goku in an armbar and he can't get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really can't.
Well,
get
she's still a martial arts master. You have to keep in mind. She may not have the raw power, but she is still.
Yeah.
She's a master level character, believe it or not.
Yeah, and the only thing she can't do is fly. She never learned how to fly.
She can do this funky hover thing though.
The woman can KO can.
Yeah, and she can glide. Like she does this funky hovering move.
Yeah, but she can't
where
like.
She kind of floats off the ground a little bit and shifts to the side.
But she can't truly fly.
No, she can't really fly.
Yeah, like Goten, like usually when she goes up in the air, it's Goten or Goku that's usually
Yep.
grabbing her. That's why she was so adamant that Goku learns how to drive. Like back in she was so adamant about it because she don't know how to fly and she don't want to learn. But she will KO Ken on you if she gets upset.
Oh yeah. I wonder how many levels she can go at. It would be nice to find out.
It actually would be nice to find out because usually when she does it, everybody gets on their best behavior.
Yeah.
And when I say everybody, I mean everybody.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody stop in their tracks.
Yeah,
and they look at Goku like, dude, deal with it. Come on, we ain't trying to get hurt.
Well, I mean, this is one of those things now. When the series comes back, of course, we can't have it come back without going to Bulma's house and Beerus and Luis are there eating.
Oh, of course. That's a good one.
Because for some reason, they always got to be at her house eating her food.
I like that cute homage, if you notice, towards the end when both of Goku and Vegeta were talking. They were almost in identical poses to when they were fighting during the Saiyan arc back in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I like
that. Was kind of cool.
I like that. I like the throwbacks that they did. That was
especially like in the fight with Frieza and Goku taking out Jiren. It was kind of cheesy, but I like how they did the kind of homage towards their characters. Like they're enemies, but they kind of have an understanding. And I have to admit, me and you had this conversation before. I was really like kind of standing on the edge, like, please don't mess up Frieza's character. Please don't mess up Frieza's character. Please don't mess. I'm glad, even though they kind of toed the line a little bit, they kept him in character. He was an asshole to the very end.
Yeah, and he's back to being evil, which that's my biggest fear was them trying to, make him a good guy or, try to rehabilitate him in some way, and I'm like, please don't do that because
And here's a mildly scary thought. Go ahead.
Challenging a
because
god.
he works better as a villain to me.
Yes. His character has to be a villain.
You're just
Worst
the
case
avatar.
scenario, he needs to be an antagonist, like a side antagonist, but never, ever, ever be friends. That's just no. But here's a mildly scary thought. Mildly. Remember, he never got a chance to train his golden form. He went straight to hell.
Yeah,
He's now alive. And he knows how strong Goku is and all these other characters. That means he's probably going to train because he wants to take over the universe.
well, he's gonna
How
have
much
to. 'Cause right now he don't
stronger?
have a chance. He's gonna have to.
doesn't
Do
have
right
a
now he doesn't
chance.
have a chance.
Yeah, he'll get wrecked. Vegeta could wreck him, and so could Goku. Heck, Gohan could probably go toe-to-toe with him a little bit right now.
And the way they made it seem like 17 could wreck him too if it came down to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 17 is roughly the same power level as Goku when the tournament was about to start.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting because I'm sitting there like you got 4 people on the planet that can actually take you out. If
So
can't- if
you
came back
need to
with
get
that
a lot
BS.
stronger. You need
Yeah.
to get a lot stronger, dude.
And while everybody else was getting stronger, I don't think he was. So I
he
know he's
wasn't.
gonna
He
have
was
to
stuck
train.
in
He's
hell.
gonna have to. He doesn't have a choice.
Naive as Kakarot.
He has no choice.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, look how strong he got in only 6 months of training.
Yeah.
So if he trains for like a year and comes back, granted everybody else will be training, his power level is gonna spike quite a bit. How much I don't know.
But that's the other thing, though. I mean, the one thing that I will say about this arc, because I know people like to complain about Goku being OP, but at the end of the episode, in the 131, he can't go back into Ultra Instinct because I think, and I'm hoping that this stays true, it's a conditional form where
Yeah, it has to meet
power.
certain conditions.
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's it. You know, like he has to be like completely drained for it to work, for him to go into it.
Yeah. He has to have completely drained and be in an extremely dangerous position where he has to defend himself. It's not like he could just deplete his ki and go, okay, now I can go Ultra Instinct. No. A friggin' train has to be coming at him at like 2,000 miles an hour while he has no energy. And it still might not work.
Yeah, because the way they set it up, I think that works better for it. And
Yeah,
the fact that
it
he
literally
can't
has to
stay
be
in it,
instinctive. It can't be forced.
yeah, and he can't stay in it too long because the longer you stay in, the more damage it does to your body when you come out.
Yep, the backlash. It's even worse than the Kaioken.
Yeah,
Which means he's going to be recouping for a while too.
yeah. I mean, that's why I'm like, you know what? I like that they did that because now it makes things more interesting. Because now we have to think there's consequences to how strong you can get as a mortal.
But it also leaves another thing too. Goku's not going to be satisfied with that. So he may do a Vegeta. We may have other forms, variations of Blade that's going to be coming out,
But that'll make
as well as the Ultra Instinct. So I'm curious to see how that develops.
Yeah.
I want to see how Mystic Gohan develops as well.
which they need to do that. Like he needs to stop this scholar bull crap. Let's just
Yeah.
stop.
I'm mad they put the glasses right back on. I'm like, come on, just had them in the GE. What the hell?
You don't need the glasses. Let's stop with the BS. So either that or don't let them fight no more and bring up Goten and Trunks like you should have been doing.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not gonna put Gohan in his rightful place, then he needs to fully step aside and he needs to bring up the other guys.
Yeah.
Let Goten and Trunks get down to business for real.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm curious to see how Pan develops too.
because the funny thing about it is they're supposed to be, because like at the end of Dragon Ball Z, they were, I mean, at the end when they beat Buu, where this is supposed to start from, they were 7 and 8. The Dragon Ball Super, it should have been 2 years on from 2 or 3 years on from the fight between Goku and Kid Buu, which means they should be preteens. They should be 10 and 11.
It should. Yup.
They still look the same. They still look like 7 and 8.
How pathetic did you feel the need to imitate?
Yeah. So hopefully
problem.
we work on that.
Yeah,
We need development for the young ones. They can't just be forever chibi.
yeah. I mean, now Goten and Trunks are two of my favorite characters because I'm like, dude, they actually to be 7 and 8 and go Super Saiyan 3.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm like, if they were to meet Cauliflower would get mad. Because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, how the hell do y'all go Super Saiyan 3 and I can't?
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's what
And I wonder, are they gonna do a time skip? And how far is the time skip gonna be?
I hope they do. Because like I said, because we know like the end of Dragon Ball Z was 10 years in the whole thing with Ooh. But, I mean, so if they're still in that 10-year playground, that's fine. But we need them
Honestly,
to, like, at least...
It feels like we're in an alt reality, to be honest, at this point.
Well, I just
I think
want
this
to
is-
like make certain characters like the correct ages.
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah, so
You know that we've had this discussion before.
yeah, so as long as they do that, and I'm like, they already showing Pan can fly, and I'm like, okay. So I'm guessing Pan gonna go Super Saiyan soon, and I'm guessing
She'll be 2 years old.
I know Bula is.
Yep.
She's gonna go Super Saiyan soon. So I mean, 'cause she's half Saiyan, so.
Take care of
I'm hoping that they come up with an interesting variation of transformations as they go higher up. Like there's going to be a transformation that only a true Saiyan can have, and only a half Saiyan can have as well. That'd be interesting, but it depends on how they go about developing it. Because like there'll be a tapping into the potentials of both the human race and the Saiyan race, and it creates something new. I'm hoping they'll try something like that. But I doubt it, but it'll be interesting to see.
Well, it might, because I never expected him to actually put a condition on Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. I'm like, good. There's limiters. There need to be limiters.
Because he's not a guy, he's immortal. At the end of the day, Vegeta and Goku, yeah, Saiyans have no limits, but y'all still mortal.
Oh, you know what? I know people won't like this, but I hope, I mean, you might be pissed with it too. I hope that he's mildly crippled because of it now.
I mean, like when he first did Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan Blue and his key was all messed up.
Yeah, but worse.
Well, I don't think
Something that kind of forces Goku to kind of take a. Say it again.
Remember, they showed him as being fine at the end of the
Oh
episode.
yeah, that's right. That's true. He's already in Super Saiyan Blue form. Yeah. That'd be interesting to see him have a handicap for a little while and how he works around it.
I know Goku probably do something stupid.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it'll still somehow work.
Yeah, somehow the reason just works for him. But
It was like,
I think that's gonna do it for this anime edition episode of Dragon Ball Super. Like I said, it's going on hiatus. It's not, because some people have been reporting that this is canceled. It's not canceled. They're just taking the animation team and putting everybody on the movie, so they can have the proper quality that they want. I heard rumors that they're trying to do a simultaneous global release. Hey, I'm all for it if y'all doing it.
let me know so I can start buying tickets.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm mad I missed the last time.
I was lucky when Resurrection F was brought to the States. I was lucky that there was a theater that was showing it and I could go see it. So, hey, I'm all for it. But that's gonna do it for this episode. Let us know in the comments what your top fights from Dragon Ball Super were. Who was your MVP for the Tournament of Power? And are you looking forward to the new movie? And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, peeps.
Peace. Take care. Anime. Take care. Anime. Take care. Anime. Take care. Anime. Take care.